Well, I
That's
mean, people who don't like it don't have to see it, right?
yeah, that is that part of it too, and we have to know how to respond to it. I mean, I'm
I mean, why would people who love Jesus be upset? He's like, we're gonna show him having a good time.
yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. I can understand your position on that. I really can,
Like
because
for example, when in our blasphemous art, whenever we portrayed Muhammad, when Muslims are upset, like we never portrayed him like in a bad way. We like it's sexual, like, but obviously people like us, we don't see sex as a bad thing, right? Like maybe like you see, like we are portraying Muhammad in like he's always having fun, he's always having great sex, or something is being done to him that he's enjoying, and he's portrayed very beautifully with like great abs and a beautiful like set of hair and face and everything. So like, oh, this is offensive. Like obviously, our views are that sex is not a bad thing, or BDSM is not a bad thing. So maybe like, yeah, I was exaggerating. Like we wouldn't obviously do our APE. Like it would be look like, so we wouldn't do that. It would like they will both be enjoying it. Okay, so I was just exaggerating. So yeah, so it would be fine. Like Muslims who, for example, get offended about seeing Muhammad in that way. Of course, we understand that. That's why we don't show them our art, right? Anybody who wants to see our art, they just see it the way that they just come and see our art.
yeah, no, no,
Or
no.
they or some people come see our art and then come. So, but yeah, but go
There
on.
is this ongoing discussion as to where the lines are and where people deserve can feel offended or not. I think that's something that's always being monitored, I suppose, and what is offensive and what is not. So, is this poster offensive um, for this movie, the Kali poster? And so I mean, so they could peacefully protest their discomfort at something. You wouldn't object to that, would you? Them peacefully protesting.
Oh no, I don't object to it. I just don't understand it. What are they protesting?
Yeah,
No,
freedom of
like for example,
expression.
let's say for example, we're making art for ourselves and we're enjoying it, okay? And some people are saying we're offended by this, and let's say they are objecting to us making the art, okay? And like our response is like, we understand you don't like this. This is why we're not forcing you to look at it. So if they say, so okay, you explain this to me, and they're like, no, we're still opposing you making this art, okay? So help me understand, what is it exactly that they're opposing? Like, we're making art for the people who like it. We're not making it for the people who don't like it. So what's the objection here?
Yeah, with me, I have a position that I'm still coming to on it. Because as a Muslim, it would be yes, I'm offended that you are representing one of our prophets, um, in any type of way, because obviously religiously we do not encapsulate them in drawing. However, from a secular lawful point of view, you are not breaking a law, and therefore I cannot also object to your lawful
Well, no,
expression.
we're not talking about law. We're talking about morality here. Obviously, nobody here is breaking a law, okay? But morally, is it justified or is not justified? You're saying, as a Muslim, I would be offended that my prophet is drawn in that way, okay? Yeah, but the thing is that you don't have to see the drawing. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, if I all of a sudden right now, short, like just pop the drawing on the screen and you saw it, this would be really a horrible thing, like immoral thing on my behalf. All right, I know you don't like to see it. I didn't give you the choice not to see it, and I just made you see it without you choosing to not see it. Okay, that would be immoral. Okay, because you
That's,
don't like it. Right?
I think
Right?
that's I actually regard that as quite polite and morally correct of you to do that. I think that's actually showing quite a bit of consideration that you would give me an opportunity. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I think that's above what you actually would have to do. I think you've also got a right to just pop it up.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have the right. I mean, these are two different
Yeah,
areas,
so
right?
it's the moral
Whether I
aspect
have
of it.
whether I have a right to do it or not is a legal question. Whether it is the correct thing to do or not is a moral question. Okay,
Yeah,
obvious. I can have a right to do something that is evil. You know what I mean? For example, I have a right to cheat on my wife. I do have that right, right?
Yep.
But it's not a moral thing to do. Legally, nobody could challenge me for doing that. There's no laws against it. Okay. So just because I have a right to do something, it doesn't mean it's a good thing to do. Okay. So I have a right to like just show the art to you without your permission. But morally, that would not be the right thing to do. Right.
Mhm.
So, but again, like I just want to understand from the like Hindus or Muslims who are like, oh, we are, this, it's immoral for you to make this art. I'm like, I still don't understand how could they tell me that when I have not forced the art upon them. Anybody who doesn't like the art doesn't have to see it. Like, I like it's like a book. You could think like your book is offensive, right? And your book, your opinions in this book is offensive. Well, if you're offended, you don't have to read it if it makes you uncomfortable, right? Isn't that a simple solution to all of this
Yep.
here?
Yep. No. I can't disagree on that position. Also,
if you'd like to send me your questions for me to answer during our Q&As, become a patron. If you would like to have a discussion with me live on air at the end of the Q&As, become a YouTube member. Link to both is in the description. Thank you for your support.